Buenos días, clase. O buenas tardes. I don't know what time you're seeing this. ¿Quién me falta? Todos. Very sad. I hope you're doing well today. Hope your family's healthy and safe. Just want to touch base on what our game plan is for this week. So let's take a look. So can you believe it? We're already entering our third week of online teaching. I can't believe it. All right. So Monday and Tuesday, we're going to have our Diario Marathon. So if you haven't completed your form, make sure you get that done. And I'll show you in just a little bit, once again, where you can find that form. All right. If you've already completed all four, and there are a good number of you who have, so kudos to you. You got it done before the craziness happened. I still need people present cheering section. That's really important. This online time is very stressful for many people. And so the more we can be there to support one another during these Zoom classes, the absolute better experience it should be. All right. On Wednesday and Thursday, it's a check-in with the class. I can answer any questions you have. So on that note, when we have a Zoom class, please be prompt. Show up on time. The reason being is because of me doing a flipped classroom learning experience, it means we're not meeting the entire time. My hope is that you're using your class period in order to either watch the instructional video that will be uploaded shortly, and also to do your workbook assignment, do your vocabulary check-in, or any work that needs to be submitted for my class. Remember, my work is due Friday, so please get those things in. You have a week to get things done most of the time, so trying to give you a little space. So again, please be prompt to class to check in, and then I can handle any questions. On that note, I do keep the line live during your class period. So if you happen to have any questions while you're working, feel free to come back to the Zoom link, and then my computer will alert me that there's a student there in need of some help, and it'll call me back to the computer. So do know that the link stays live. While I'm on that note, some of you have mentioned that you were confused that the invitation to my Zoom link says 9 o'clock in the morning. The reason for doing that is I have one link that's open for the entire day. That way I'm available during your break, during the different classes. It just makes me a little bit more accessible, I think. All right. And then we're going to be talking about this crazy time. Use this time to get your grade up. Getting the pared down assignments turned in can really turn some of your grades around. Now, granted, some of you have a fabulous grade already, and it's not a concern. But some of you need a little bit more help, and the silver lining in this situation is you have an opportunity to get that grade up by completing the work. All right, we're also going to be talking about the end of year project. I needed to update it. Again, crazy times. I had to kind of change a few things around for how we're going to do the submission of the project. And I'll also address, once again, the homework passes. So here we go. Going to go to my website, walk you through a few changes that are there. And hopefully this helps answer some questions. If you still need some help, you'll find me during the Zoom links as well as at Jett Clyne at sbunified.org. All right, thanks, and let's head to my website. Hola, clase. So at this point, you guys should be familiar with KleineSpanish.com. So here's the home page. Once again, reminding you of your schedule, and also reminding you that I am available during the break. Should you have any questions, it doesn't have to be your class day for you to come and ask me a question. If you scroll down on the home page, I want you to see that I've done some updates to the calendar. So do take a peek at that so that you can see what's coming down on the horizon. And then if you scroll down even further, there's the end of year project rubric, which was still there before, but you need to be aware that there are a couple changes that have happened. First of all, I have gone ahead and developed a Google Classroom for my Spanish classes. And this is your class code in order for you to be able to enter that Google Classroom. So this is the link and this is the code. What we're going to do with Google Classroom is that is where you're going to submit your script and or your video project for this assignment. So really, really important. I'm trying to get everyone's work to hit in one place, which will be safe and not public. So therefore, my Google Classroom, and there's my class link. All right, the other thing you need to be aware of is the end of year project form. Because the end of year project is now taking the place of the final exam, I need each student to fill out this form. On that form, you're going to tell me how many homework passes you're going to use, what you worked on, who is part of your group, all right? We will verify your homework passes later during a homework pass tearing party where we count how many passes you have. So make sure, again, end of year project, you're turning your work in here and you are filling out this form. Each person, not one group, but each person. Also, go back and look at the rubric to see how much you need to do. I've already looked at some students' lyrics. We've done some corrections and their lyrics are perfect. They don't even have to do more of the project at this point because they have enough homework passes to get to that 100 points. All right, so be aware of that. On that note, let's talk about the homework passes. So therefore, if you have 20 homework passes, that's 100 points. You don't even need to do the end of year project, but you do need to submit the form for me. All right. Say you're in a group and there are 3 of you in the group. One person has 5 homework passes, one has 10, and one has 15. That means you're each coming to the project with a different number of points that are already yours. So make sure that you do enough of the project to be able to get to the 100 points. You are not pooling your homework passes together in a group. It is individual. So be careful of that. I want you all to do well. Also make sure anything that gets submitted here into my Google Classroom has your name on it. These are due May 26th, which is towards the end of our school year. And you want to make sure I have it clearly labeled who it belongs to, because I can't be chasing down different people, different groups in order to try and figure out whose is whose and whatnot. I'm going to have to get grades turned in. All right, so let's move on to the next tab. All right, the YouTube videos tab you should be very familiar with, so let's head that way. The YouTube videos tab, again, you should be very, very familiar with this, and I want to bring something to your attention while I'm talking about the tabs. There's a homeschool that's now using my website to help them with their curriculum, and they've asked me to reactivate pages I have taken off the navigation tabs because of the craziness we're in. So you're going to see that I've added, once again, Spanish 1, Spanish 2, Spanish 3, and Spanish 4. You can disregard those at this point unless you're looking for specific information. That was just added again to help support the other group. So if they help you, wonderful. There is material there, But if not, just focus on what we've been doing with the home, YouTube, and classwork and practice material. So on the YouTube videos, so these are going to stay here. These are your basic explanations for things. So those will remain on the website. You need to scroll down. This is what we did the first week. This is what we did the second week. And then we will be adding this video as well as the video for irregular nouns, which is what we're covering this week. Your classwork can still be found under classwork and practice material. Let's head over to that tab. So your classwork is still, you've got to scroll down. So there was the week of March 30th. Notice here you have the diario form is still here. If you're going to put a diario together, the form is still here, and it's still here in your gallery from last week. This week, you have your vocabulary check-in form to do, and you have a workbook assignment to do. So you have two things that you'll need to get submitted to me by Friday. As we scroll down, I want to show you that I do have your links there for your Zoom classes. So if you don't find them on Neo, or it's tricky for you to find it on Neo, you can come right here to the web page. I know there are parents that are helping at this point as well. So I'm trying to consolidate the information as much as I can so I can help parents be successful navigating and helping at home too. All right, a reminder that my link is live from 9 to 2:30 in order to support students, and I am available during the break to help you out. Once again, please, during this time, the silver lining is getting your work done and getting those points. I have already seen some grades improve because of this work getting turned in. All right, so please, please use this time to improve your grade. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or see me on the Zoom link. I hope you have a great day, and adios, clase.